Hey everyone, Matt from MKRC. In today's video, I'm prepping my cars for Proline by the Fire 2024, so stick around. Proline by the Fire 2023 was an absolute blast. It was 4 days of RC car madness, and I absolutely cannot wait to get back this year. But before I can do that, I need to get my vehicles in check. I'm going to be bringing my SCX10 and SCX24 and my X-Max. Overall, my crawler is pretty stout, but it does have a few weak points. I have some new shocks to install. I want to do a full bolt check on this thing and just give it a good once over. So this is an SCX10-2. It started its life as a Jeep XJ. I've got an NSD-RC RS800 V2 servo, Hobbywing Fusion Pro ESC motor combo. I've got a Team Garage Hack 2.0 transmission. On the bottom of this, I have some Vanquish Curry axles for an SCX10-2, along with the Desert Lizard shocks and Hardcore RC links. MIP was there, and they were having a drive shaft booth, so I was able to get my drive shafts built. Now that I got the wheels off this thing, you can see that it's covered in a fine coat of dust. I did blow this thing off with a compressor, but my shocks are leaking, and I have a new set of longer shocks, so those will be going on. One of the things I noticed after the last trip, while I was inspecting the vehicle, is parts on my car are loose. I've got the axle housing removed. This is a Curry F9 SCX10-2 rear axle housing. This is the first time I've ever actually pulled it all the way apart, and my goodness is the build quality incredible. And man, this thing's light. So I pulled everything out. I'm going to clean up the bearings, clean up the housing, and then get this thing all assembled, and it'll be like new. It's all shiny and clean now. Up next on the list is a new set of tires for the SCX10. These are Proline Trencher 2.2 Predators in super soft, but I'm not going to use the foams because I'm running anti-foams. So let's get these pulled off, get these new ones on so we're all ready to go. Piece to my SCX10 rebuild are these Desert Lizard 120mm shocks. They have a few different spring types, all sorts of different internal shock components, but they come built. The shocks that are on my SCX10 currently are also Desert Lizards. They're just 90mm in red. I've got a 35 weight and a 40 weight shock oil in my toolbox, so gonna see if I have enough to just run it all as 35. I've got my manual right here with all the tools I could need. I've got the shocks all filled up with oil and bled, and they're set up how I want them. I'm gonna get these new shocks thrown on, get the axles back on, the wheels, and it'll be back together in no time. The new shocks are installed, the axles are back on, the new tires are on. This thing looks good. The only thing I have to figure out and adjust is this panhard bar. Not sure if I need a longer one or a shorter one, or if I can just adjust the links. But overall, this thing has some great suspension droop, but it is ready to crawl. I am so excited, and it looks great. My SCX24 has been rebuilt. I installed new tires, new knuckles that are brass, another axle weight. I corrected my link positioning on the bottom. We've got a Trio brass skid plate that adds some weight, new long travel shocks, and +4 or +5mm extended wheel hexes on all four corners. Here's an overview of the suspension and how much flex I've got. I think this thing is going to be an absolute blast to drive on the trail. My SCX10 is also complete.
with the addition of some LED lights that are just zip tied on. I don't intend for these to be permanent. I rebuilt both the axles, built and installed these new shocks, and I gave it a good once over, good bolt check. I put brass wheel weights in the rear, new tires, anti-foams, and this thing is ready to rock. Can't wait to see how it does. Hope you enjoyed the prep video for Proline by the Fire 2024. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and thanks for watching.